If you're tired of Windows but aren't quite ready to delete everything and jump ship, you've probably realized that running Linux in a virtual machine is the way to go. I spent the last few weeks digging through the best guides and setups to find the easiest way to get this working without a headache. I've actually tested these methods, so you can skip the trial and error. Product number 1. Linux Mint for Windows Users by Kenneth C. Hogan. When I first opened Kenneth Hogan's guide, I could tell it was written by someone who actually gets the Windows brain. It feels less like a dense manual and more like a friend showing you the ropes. I followed his Cinnamon desktop guide, and what I loved was how he doesn't just show you how to install it, he shows you how to make it feel familiar. During my testing, the section on software management was a lifesaver. Instead of hunting for .exe files, I was using his tips to find equivalent apps that worked perfectly. The dual boot and VM instructions are super clear, which is great because if you're like me, you're terrified of accidentally wiping your C drive. I spent an afternoon going through his everyday tips, and by the end, I had Mint 22 looking and acting exactly how I wanted. It's practical, grounded, and doesn't get bogged down in technical jargon that nobody actually uses. If you are a total beginner who wants a system that just works and feels like a more stable version of Windows, this is the guide you need. It turns a scary migration into a fun weekend project.
Product number 2. Linux for Beginners. Practical Step-by-Step Guide. This book has a very hands-on, lightweight feel to it. It's not trying to be an encyclopedia, it's a toolkit. When I was flipping through the pages and trying out the exercises, I noticed the focus is heavily on the doing part. I sat down with my laptop and followed the steps to set up a dual boot, and the instructions for file permissions actually made sense for the first time. What really stood out to me during my trial was the terminal section. Usually the command line is where people give up, but the way this guide breaks down the fundamental commands made me feel like I actually knew what I was doing, not just copying and pasting. I used the practical projects at the end of the chapters to test my setup, and they're surprisingly satisfying to complete. It's written in a way that's very easy to digest, which is perfect if you're reading it on a Kindle while trying to type on your PC at the same time. I'd recommend this one for students or curious hobbyists who want to understand the why behind Linux without getting a computer science degree in the process.
Product number 3. Linux Mint 22.3 User Manual for Beginners and Pros. Holding this paperback, you can tell it's meant to be a desk reference you keep nearby. This is the most up-to-date guide I've used, specifically covering version 22.3. When I was setting up my latest VM, I used the security section to tweak my firewall and encryption settings. It's much more detailed than a basic blog post, covering things like driver management and external devices that usually trip people up. The performance was great because it tackles the annoying stuff, like when your sound suddenly stops working or your screen resolution looks funky in the virtual machine. I followed the troubleshooting steps for a display issue I was having, and it fixed it in about 2 minutes. The Tech Made Easy branding isn't just talk. The layout makes it easy to find exactly what you're looking for without scrolling through 50 pages of fluff. It also dives into themes and customization, which I spend way too much time playing with. This is the one to grab if you want a Bible for Linux Mint. It's perfect for someone who wants to go beyond the basics and really optimize their system health. Product number 4. How to install Linux on virtual machines on Windows, Japanese edition. I checked out this guide specifically for the VirtualBox 7 setup, and even if you aren't a native speaker, the visual aspect of this is incredible. It's basically a massive collection of screen transitions. When I was installing Ubuntu, I just followed the pictures. I noticed that it covers every single click from the moment you install VMware or VirtualBox to the moment the Ubuntu desktop appears. One thing I really appreciated during my test run was how it handled the Ubuntu Pro settings. Most guides skip the post-installation stuff, but this one walks you through the expansion features that make the VM run smoothly on Windows 11. It's designed for people who have tried other books and got stuck at a specific screen. I didn't feel like I was guessing at any point because there's an image for literally everything. It's very reassuring to see exactly what your screen is supposed to look like before you click next. If you're someone who hates reading long paragraphs of text and just wants to see the pictures of where to click, this is a fantastic resource, especially for Windows 10 and 11 users. Product number 5. Linux Virtual Machine Setup Guide, Practical Tutorial. This guide feels like a professional roadmap. When I was going through it, I noticed it's specifically geared toward getting a stable, high-performance environment for actual work, like development or IT testing. I used the section on performance tuning to tweak my RAM and CPU allocation, and I definitely saw a difference in how snappy the VM felt compared to just using default settings. My favorite part was the Networking Made Easy chapter. Getting a VM to talk to the internet and the host Windows machine can be a nightmare, but I had my shared folders and SSH access set up in no time using their steps. It even comes with a cheat sheet for terminal commands and a maintenance checklist, which I actually printed out. It's very focused on making sure you don't end up with a slow, bloated system after a week of use. If you're a developer, a student, or someone who needs Linux for a specific job or project, this is the most professional and efficient way to get your environment built correctly the first time.